So let's start. My name is Akshay Kumar. I have the 10.2 years of experience as the full stack developer and 2 years of experience as a tech architect also. And my I have worked on many domains like banking, SaaS, and e-commerce. And my last project was the company's own product. It is called as Incido Pay. It is a payment platform, and our client is US Bank and Citibank. Through this product, we are giving services to our client, and it has three portals: bank portal, client portal, and consumer portal. And all these three portals are communicating with each other. Technologies I have used here are MySQL, Java, Spring Boot, React, JavaScript, microservices, design patterns, Kafka, AWS. And here my responsibilities are: I made the APIs according to our US Bank client requirements. I have made the front end part in React from scratch. I maintained the project and fixed the bugs whatever came in production. I integrated payment options like PayPal, ACH deposit, and Sell. Thank you. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
reconnected here. So yeah, that's good to know. So let me start with some basic Java questions first, and then after that, like we can discuss about Spring and Hibernate and other stuffs, right? What is the difference between abstract and interface?
Abstract and interface. So basically, abstract. So basically, abstract means basically abstract class you are talking about. Abstract class and interface.
Yes.
Okay. So abstract class is that class in which we don't define the body of the function. Okay. So that class only have the methods declaration. Okay. And in case of interface, interface is basically the extension of the abstract class. Okay. So basically in interface we can define, we can in interface also we generally uh, declare methods, but we don't define the body of that method. But now with the coming of Java 8 features, we can define private method with its body also. Okay, so that's the difference. Thank you.
Okay. What is the purpose of serialization?
What is the purpose of serialization? Okay, so basically, suppose I have one object, okay, one JSON object, and I want to convert that JSON object into string. Okay, so basically, there we will use serialization for
Okay.
converting this JSON object into JSON string. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. When will we use anonymous inner class?
When
When we will use anonymous inner class?
anonymous inner class,
Yes.
basically we will use anonymous inner class when when we don't have much requirement about, we don't want to use that class again, we want to use it only one time. Okay, then we will go for anonymous inner class. Thank you.
Okay, what is the difference between creating a string using the new keyword and creating a string as a literal?
So basically basically when we make these strings with the help of new operator, and basically when we make the string without new operator. Okay, so basically they do the same thing. They make the string in the heap of the memory. Okay, and they point to the same address if we are making the same string. Yeah.
Okay, what is try with resources?
What is
Try with resources.
sorry, I'm not able to understand. What is your question?
So in exception handling, there is try with resources block. What is the use of it?
uh, yes, try, yes, try, catch, and finally we use for exception handling. Yeah. So basically in try we write the
Have you
code.
used the lambda expressions?
Lambda expression,
Yeah.
yeah, I have used it.
Okay. What is the use of lambda expression?
Lambda expression is basically uh, is used for basically it is a functional programming concept. Okay, so basically in which we basically declare the methods, but we don't write the implementation of that method. Okay, so basically it is helpful uh, for basically executing the Java instructions with less amount of code. Okay, so basically generally I have used it in case of functional interface. Okay, so basically when we basically make the functional interface is basically the interface which has only one abstract method. Okay, so now I want to just implement that abstract method. Okay, there I will use lambda expression. Okay, so with the help of lambda expression, uh,
Okay. Have you
yeah,
worked in microservices?
yeah.
Okay. What is microservice and how different is it from a monolithic architecture?
Microservices is the basically loosely coupled distributed services, and these microservices are independent to each other, and each microservice has its own database. Okay, and basically it is helpful for making scalable and robust web applications if we want to make. Okay, and basically in case of monolithic we have only the one code base. Okay, but in case of microservices we can have several code base which are independent to each other. Okay, so that we can debug it easily, and our whole application will not crash if one service fails. But in case of monolithic, if one service fails, then our whole web application will crash. Okay, so basically monolithic is not suitable for very large scalable, if and if you want to make robust applications. Okay, because and also if we want in our application have the requirement of frequent changes, if you want to do frequent changes in our web application, then we will not prefer monolithic architecture, because in monolithic architecture if one single change if I have to do, then my whole web application will have to restart again. Okay, so basically that will hamper other teams time majorly. So that's the main difference. Thank you.
Okay. And all these separate microservices modules, whether it will share a single database or is it required to have different databases?
Yeah, basically it is good to have, they have all the microservice, they should have the different databases. But if we want to make some microservices to use single database, then we can also do that also. So it is up to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the difference between controller and address controller annotations
Controller and rest
and
control
address controller?
annotation. So basically, a REST controller annotation is used for making RESTful APIs. So basically, for writing RESTful methods like put, post, delete. Okay, then I will use REST controller annotation. And simply controller notation means if I am writing particular business logic. Okay, so then I will go for controller annotation.
So what is the use of HUD configuration?
What is the use of
HUD configuration.
uh, configuration annotation?
Yes.
Configure annotation means when we write at the rate configuration in our code, so most of the configuration it to its it does it on its own, so we don't have to configure it manually. Thank you.
Okay. And you have worked in what kind of ORM framework, like Hibernate, GP, or any other ORM frameworks like what?
Hibernate.
Or is it JVs?
I have used Hibernate ORM.
What about Spring JPA?
So far I have not used it. If I get the opportunity, then I will definitely do that also.
Okay. And how about front-end development, actually? So, like for this opportunity, like we are looking for front-end and also some person who has worked in back-end. So, what is your front-end exposure?
I have the exposure of Bootstrap, HTML, CSS, and React.
Okay. And jQuery?
jQuery, jQuery I have not used it so far. Yeah.
Okay. What is a JSX in React.js?
JSX in React is basically the file in which we can write HTML code and JavaScript code together. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is one-way data binding?
What is one way data binding?
Yeah.
Uh, One way data binding means basically when we are giving data, uh, suppose from one variable which we define in our HTML component, and we want to
Okay.
give it to the basically web page to show it using curly brace handlebars. Okay, so it is called one way data binding.
Can you explain virtual DOM?
Virtual DOM. Uh, Virtual DOM is basically helpful for if we do some DOM manipulations. DOM, document object model. DOM, if we do any DOM manipulations, then in that case our whole basically prior to virtual DOM, our whole internally how web browser works with the HTML component at that time, uh, it will reload the whole HTML page for internal if we do some kind of DOM manipulation. But in case of virtual DOM, uh, it does not go in that way, so it saves a lots of time, lots of loading time, reloading time. Yeah.
Okay. What is the use of render method? Yeah.
Render method. Render method is basically render the web page efficiently. Yeah.
Okay, have you used React Router?
React route.
Yeah.
React route, yes, I have used it. React route is basically used for if I want to go to the particular React web page, then I will use React route. Yeah.
Okay, what is an arrow function?
Arrow function is basically don't don't use the object value of its parent object. Yeah.
Okay, what is an event listener?
Event listener is basically listens the event. If some event occurs, suppose on mouse click, on hover, on click, if these types of events occurred, then listener just listen that events, and accordingly it executes some kind of JavaScript code which we give it to it. Thank you.
Okay, what is a multi-part data?
What is multi?
Multi-part data.
What is multi-part data? I don't know.
Okay, have you implemented Apache Kafka?
Kafka. Yeah.
Okay, what is a broker?
What is broker? Broker is basically the topic, basically for sending the messages from one microservice to another.
Okay, is Zookeeper necessary for implementing Apache Kafka?
Zookeeper.
Yeah.
Uh, Not necessary. No, there is no requirement of this.
Can you explain why?
Uh, because when I implemented Kafka, I didn't get the need of using Zookeeper, and so I didn't delve into about it. Yeah, so I think maybe we can use it, but I didn't know about it much. Yeah, do not know about it much. Yeah.
Okay, so do you know why we use Zookeeper?
No, I don't know about it.
Okay, how do you integrate Kafka with the Spring Boot application?
With the help of annotations.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is the annotation for Kafka?
One annotation is at the rate Kafka itself. Yeah.
So what are the listeners that we are implementing?
What are the listeners?
Yeah,
Uh, in context of React,
no, in Kafka. So when you are writing producer and consumer logic, right? So what are the listeners
one listener is publisher,
you are
subscriber,
using?
listener. Publisher, subscriber.
Okay. So what is the difference between AMQP and Kafka?
AMQP.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. How do you handle deserialization errors in Kafka?
How I handle?
Deserialization errors.
It has the logging mechanism. So I just, with the help of logs, I just check the errors, and I also use for logging system.out.println function. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, which operating systems you are aware of, like Windows, Linux, Unix?
Mostly Ubuntu.
Which one you are?
Ubuntu, Linux, Ubuntu. Yeah,
Linux. Okay. So you are well aware of the Linux commands, right?
yeah.
Okay, how to recursively delete a directory?
Uh, RM RM space uh, dash RF space star
rm space dash
dash
rm.
RF space star.
Okay. So how do you find the top five huge files, right? So suppose if there is some huge files that is allocating some memory in your system and you want to delete those, okay? So I just want to check what are the top five files that I want to delete. So how can I check that in Linux?
Top command.
Top.
Yeah, you type only the top command, top command. Yeah, it will give you all the processes which are running and also give you
So what
the
is the difference between find and grep?
find and grep. Uh,
Yeah.
Basically, grep is used for searching particular character in the file, and find is also uh, sorry. I have to say it. I don't know about much.
How do you write cron jobs in Linux?
How do I write cron jobs?
Cron jobs. Yeah.
Cron jobs. Uh, Cron jobs. How to write cron jobs
So
in Ubuntu?
which source code management tool you are using? Is it
What?
SVN or Git?
Okay. Your next question. GitHub.
GitHub.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you aware of the Git commands?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So can you explain your deployment procedure? Whatever, like you do it in your local machine. How do you develop code and what is the flow? Can you explain that flow?
So basically, first I push my code to the GitHub with the help of Git commands like git commit, git push origin master, uh, and then from GitHub, my code goes to EC2 instance AWS. EC2 instance is the service of the AWS. And in EC2 instance,
Mhm.
basically, I write the command of git pull. Okay,
Okay.
so I just take the code from GitHub, uh, and just run it on EC2 instance. That's how deployment happens. Yeah,
So is there any integration between GitHub and EC2 instance, or it
yeah.
automatically happens?
Kubernetes, CI/CD pipeline.
Kubernetes.
Yeah,
So,
Kubernetes
so
is help.
Kubernetes is configured in your pipeline.
Yes, Kubernetes. We have to configure Kubernetes. Uh, Basically, Kubernetes has the plugins of GitHub and EC2 instance AWS. So we have to configure it. So on behalf of me, basically Kubernetes is used for automation. Okay. So
Mhm.
on behalf of my commands, so I will just give all the commands which I manually do in the Kubernetes. So it will do it on my behalf. And whatever error comes up in the production, that will be automatically given on my email through the Kubernetes. Thank you.
So, for front-end development, what's your overall experience?
Front end.
Yeah,
Front end, I would say it's 5 years experience.
5 years. So all 5 years into React.
Yes, yes.
Okay, current. What is your current position?
Uh, Tech architect.
Like architect. So are you managing any team junior
Yeah,
members?
yeah. Basically, I am doing three things simultaneously. I am leading a team. I am doing the work of tech architect. I am writing a code also. Yeah, I am a developer also. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So your total experience is 9.2, right?
Sorry, 10.2.
10.2. Sorry.
Yeah.
And your architect experience is 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. Your notice period
30 September.
30. Your current CTC and expected CTC, Akshay?
Um, okay, so 16 LPA my current package, and expectation is 20 fixed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good from my side, Akshay. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Can you? Sorry. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So basically, can you tell me basically the position for which you are hiring me? Uh, so for that position, what type of project I have to do if I'm selected, or can you tell me about that? And my jobs and responsibilities, roles and
Yeah, so
responsibilities. Please check,
so
please.
this is a basic technical round, right? The first level technical round. So basically, this position is to full stack development, so both front end and back end. Okay, so it will include your exposure to frameworks like React, Angular, or any other front end frameworks, and as well as the development towards the REST APIs, right? So you will be writing REST APIs in the backend, either using Spring Boot microservices, and deployment into cloud platforms like Azure or EC2, something like that, right? So basically, it involves towards this, and there is also one more person who joined the team. So we're looking for another candidate with good experience. So that's where we're trying to look into some more experience, right? So yeah, so acquisition team will get in touch with you if anything is good. Okay. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's what I said.
So, so basically, what type of project you do? The company basically everybody does. What is the domain of the project? Can you tell me?
Yeah, it's telecommunication.
Is that so? You have the telecommunication project right now,
Yes,
and
yes.
who is your client? Can you tell me about the client name?
Yeah, it depends upon, see, it depends upon different aspects, right? So it's not just a singular client that we work for. So we have multiple clients and we have multiple projects. So it's not like we will be working only in one project. So that's why we are looking for a full stack development so that guys can work in any domain or any technical aspects, right? So that's why we are looking for this. So it will not be posted in one particular position or one particular job and one particular client. So it will be changing over time, and we're looking for a dynamic guy like that.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
so hope you understand.
So basically, Orion company is majorly clients from telecommunication.
Yes, telecommunication and US clients.
Telecommunication clients which are US from
Yeah,
America. America,
US.
you have the clients telecommunication.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So basically, you have the office only in Noida or other branch also in India.
No, there are many branches all over India.
So Orion is the Indian company.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Indian multinational company. So it has other offices also
Multinational
outside India,
company. Yeah, we have headquarters in US as well.
in US also. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So we have multiple branches in India:
multiple
Mumbai,
branches.
Bangalore, Chennai, Coimbatore.
So basically, you have the clients also other than USA.
Yes, in US we have more number of clients, not just telecommunication. Telecommunication is one such place. We have e-commerce as well. We have banking as well. So, but the main thing is like the telecommunication is our primary most of the activities.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Akshay.
Bye.